Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning to you. My name is Micah Olson. I'm the medical director of CME here at Phoenix Children's, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 44th annual Melvin L. Cohen, MD Pediatric Update. We couldn't be happier that you've decided to join us this morning, and we're incredibly excited about the educational content that we will be offering this week. We will get to that content very shortly, I promise. But first, we need to spend just a few minutes on some housekeeping items. And I think if we do that, then the rest of the week is going to run much smoother. So first off, I would like to just spend a minute telling you about the history of our conference. So this is our 44th year. This is Dr. Mel Cohen. Dr. Cohen was a longtime pediatric nephrologist here at Phoenix Children's. He was a founding father of our hospital. He was a longtime director of the residency program here, and he had a hand in educating so many pediatricians in the Valley. He passed away a few years ago, and we have named this conference in his honor, and we hope every year to emulate the excellence and the love for pediatric education that he brought to work every single day. So Dr. Cohen started this conference 44 years ago. Legend has it that he started the conference in his living room, and that it was held there the first few years. And I think it's actually a little ironic that here we are 44 years later. You can't see me right now, but I am broadcasting from basically a closet in the Phoenix Children's Conference Center. And I guarantee you that our humble beginnings in Dr. Cohen's living room were probably much more stately than my current surroundings, but hopefully it will work well from an audiovisual standpoint. So circumstances dictate that we are virtual this year. This, as you probably imagine, is our first year ever to be virtual, and we're excited. We think there are a number of advantages to this format in terms of accessibility and convenience. But I must say, we absolutely do miss being in person, and we do hope to be in person again in the future if we're allowed to be. And we certainly keep our fingers crossed for that. But this year we're virtual, and I want to go through a few things just to help you get situated. Basically, everything you need from an administrative standpoint is on our website. If you are joining us right now, then you have probably accessed our website and know how to do that. But here's what our homepage looks like. This is pchpediatricupdate.com. And a couple things I want to show you on our webpage here. So if you go to the virtual auditorium, click on that tab, you're going to be brought to this page. And this page basically has everything you're going to need. The program agenda for each of the 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, is found here if you click on those tabs. So if you click, for instance, on Monday, it'll bring you to this. And I want to show you a couple things here. The presentation slides, PowerPoint slides, can be found here. This is more for your reference in the future. Our speakers will be sharing their slides, so you won't really need to access this during the talk, but this will be for you. You can access this anytime you want after the talk. The Zoom link you're already on right now, so you know how to access the Zoom link, but this is one way to do this each day. Another is through the email that we'll send you each morning. The other thing I should say about the Zoom link is that we will actually have 2 Zoom sessions per day. So the first Zoom link, which you've already clicked, is for the first 2 talks this morning. We'll call those plenary talks. And then we will basically, in the Zoom call, have a 30-minute break, and then we will come back for our final 2-hour session of the day, our otitis media seminar, and that will be a different Zoom link, which you've been emailed and which is on the website. So hopefully that's not too confusing, but you're on one Zoom link now. That will end after the first 2 talks this morning, and then we'll take a little break, and we'll come back on for the seminar. And then the last thing I want to show you on this page is the plenary speaker evaluation. Each day has 2 different tabs for evaluations, and these are for the individual speakers. There's a different tab for the overall evaluation, which we'll show you in just a minute. So the plenary speaker evaluation is here. This will be for this morning, Dr. Martin and Dr. Stoll. And then the red tab that says the seminar evaluation will be for the otitis media seminar. So the big question every year is, how do I get CME credits? We know that's important for you, and we want to make that as easy as possible. So I'm going to go back to our webpage here, Virtual Auditorium, and this last tab here, the overall evaluation. You basically have to fill out an overall evaluation in order to get CME. And so you'll click on that tab. We ask you to do this after the conference is over. I think it's probably good to fill out the individual speaker evaluations as you go, but the overall evaluation is probably best left for when you are done with the conference. When you click that button, you'll do a short evaluation of our conference, which is incredibly helpful for us year to year to try to put on the best product that we can. And once you're done filling out the overall evaluation, it will take you to a CME request form that will automatically pop up, and you'll enter in the talks that you went to so we can give you an accurate amount of CME. So once you finish the CME request form, you will automatically get your CME certificate emailed to you, and then you're done. So it should be very straightforward. I do want to mention, because this is a virtual format, we do anticipate some questions and potentially some problems and hiccups with this. So Antoinette Peoples in our CME department is standing by in our quote-unquote help desk this week. Usually we're standing by in person and ready to help and have lots of folks ready to do that. This week we do have this, but it's the best way to contact Antoinette is through email. And if we get a number of questions on something, we'll even set up a little Zoom to help folks maybe troubleshoot some things during one of our breaks. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully everything runs real smooth. And but if you do have a problem or a question, please don't hesitate to contact Antoinette, and she is standing by as we speak. Couple other things to let you know about here. We do have 2 separate conferences occurring in the afternoon this week. They're kind of in conjunction with Update, but are actual separate conferences. So it's a separate registration for these conferences, but you absolutely still can register. So if you're interested in our Aerodigestive and Feeding Disorders Conference or in our ACEs and Trauma Conference that are occurring on Tuesday and Wednesday, those are on our webpage, and you're welcome to sign up for those and register. Finally, like I said earlier, we sure wish we were in person. We can't wait to be in person in the future. Again, can't wait for that day. There's so many familiar faces that we love seeing every year. We love meeting new faces, and we have a blast here in Scottsdale, whether it's going on hikes in the afternoon, whether it's playing some golf, whether it's going to spring training, whether it's going out to dinner, shopping, sitting by the pool, going to the spa. All those are favorite pastimes for our Update attendees. And I hope wherever you're at today, maybe this afternoon you can get some downtime. Maybe you're in clinic and just doing the conference this morning, but I hope you have some time for yourself and can go do something fun this afternoon. Get outside and enjoy the great weather. I had showed you the forecast here for Scottsdale this week. It's going to be a warm, beautiful day today. Going to get a little cooler as the week goes on. Might have to put a jacket on here in Phoenix. That 66 is a little cold for us, but looks like it's going to, I think, be beautiful, and hopefully you can get out and play some this afternoon. That's kind of our tradition at Update. It's hear some great lectures in the morning, go out and play in the afternoon.